Welcome back to the Crypto Joker, where I show you the hottest and best crypto projects. In today's video, we are diving into Nova trading terminal here, the best Solana trading terminal you can use right now. Quickly though, as always, remember the usual disclaimer that nothing in today's video should be taken as financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, and you should treat this strictly for educational purposes. Of course, you can find all of the links down below in the description to Nova, where you can, of course, get trading and, of course, their socials. Quickly, though, what I want to take a look at is the competition in the trenches, where, of course, people are using different dexes. So there are many different trading terminals. I'm sure you may have heard of some of the other ones here, but Nova is topping the charts here. We can see for new creation loading speeds, Nova is top, beating out with Axiom and Photon. Additionally, here their wallet tracker is a feature of Photon XL Lab. So they are slightly top dogs, but again, Nova in a second place. Third up, we have transaction speeds in a 1v1. We can see Nova beating out on Axiom, beating out on Bullet, and beating out on Photon. Transaction speed is probably one of the most important features when you are using a trading terminal. So it is important to use the quickest one, and Nova is winning out here. So we can see Nova is in private beta right now, of course, but the variables are fully controlled. So this was actually back in May. They've been working very hard behind the scenes and having even more features on the platform. So let's dive right in here. So first you will sign up by connecting your wallet, and you will then get a on-wallet platform. So in their wallet manager, you can actually create multiple wallets. You can simply just generate a new wallet account. And of course, you will need to deposit into your wallet to get trading, you get your private key and all of the details, so you can see everything here. Then if we head into the homepage, this actually takes us over to the Cosmo tab here. This is the real-time feed of tokens throughout their lifespan. So this is the kind of main page you will be using in the trading terminal. On the left-hand side column, newly created shows any newly created tokens, and we can see these come up instantly. If you actually take a look at the speed, as soon as a new token is listed on the market, Nova will have it in the newly created column here. We can see here Trump handle literally created 4 seconds ago. If we then click into the token itself here, we can of course see a live chart buying and selling, see the dev bought and has been selling, see the market cap, price, liquidity, supply, and more. But more importantly, on the right hand side, you can quick buy a token. So you can set the amount you want. You also have different presets, and you can go through the advanced settings where you can turn on map protection, set your slippage, auto detect priority fees, and more. So once you have your settings configured, you can simply see a new token you want to buy, do a one-click purchase with however much Solana you want to set up, or whether that be in USDC, and buy. But more importantly, we want to look at the data and security here. So in this tab, you can take a look at the percent the top 10 holders own. And here we can see that. We then have the dev sound. If I actually change the token, we can have a better look at this here. So we can see here this test W token. But we'll go for one that is about to graduate. We see top 10 holders of this is holding 21.6% of supply. So again, these security features can maybe show as a red flag. We can then see these details down below of how much they bought and owned. We can see here this is split, but we can't actually see any purchases, and we can just see their balances, which shows that it may be clustered. We then can see how much the dev holds, so that's 0.58% here. We can then see sliders, insiders, whether the token is bundled or not. If the DEX has been paid, LPs burned, and the fees the creator has paid. So these features you can see, of course, on the home screen. So if you see a lot held by top 10 holders, then again, that can be a red flag. If the dev holds a massive supply, of course, you won't wait for the dev to sell before you purchase into your token. So all of these features is a game changer, especially if you are just a manual trader. If you're trading on Pump or just through Jupiter right now, you are miles in the past. These trading terminals are a complete game changer if you are trenching for tokens here. Then, of course, we have the About to Graduate tab. So these are about to fill the bonding curve, and then graduated are the tokens that have fully graduated. A lot of the time when a token graduates, we see here, it migrated, and looking actually very strong. What I like also are the stats. So we can actually take a look at the top 10 average entry point and exit points on the token. We, of course, have the supply here. You can see the trades, top traders on how they're doing, and, of course, your own position. So all of the trading tools you need, but with the easy access data and features. Also, if you see a token that you like the look of, you can actually view some similar tokens ascended by market cap. So you may click on a token, thinking it's unique, but these days there's so many pairs under the same name. You of course want to buy the original token or the top token, so the similar token section is very handy for that. So you can make sure you have purchased the right one. What I like though is the Ignite tab here. So Ignite, you can set your own filters and again, find the next run at that spawns in. So here we can see different presets you can set up with market taps, etc. And you can actually set up Ignite alerts. But on the left-hand side, we have the early tokens. So these are early tokens that have just been tagged by the Ignite system. For example, here we have the Backyard token. If we view this, you can see where they got Ignite pinged. You can see all of the details about the token. So in the Ignite tab, this is kind of eyes on the ground of what could be the next runner token. And you can get in early as possible to get your slides or bids in. And then we have the surging side. So these are tokens which may be new or may even be old tokens that are recently surging. For example, here we have this new token here, X402 Bear, at 100,000 market cap. But we can see recently it got igniting, but it didn't really look too good here. Of course, some of this may be coordinated, so you need to have the right filters on Ignite. But for example here, Pay AI is an old token. This is actually 7 months old here. If we zoom out, we can see that Ignite pinged it back on the 27th earlier, about an hour or so ago, at $45 million market cap. We can see it then ran up to 50, went back down, and then spiked back up again here. So if you simply followed this Ignite ping, you would be up around 10 to 12% in just the last hour on a trade, which is super simple. You of course can take a look at some other pairs here. The Sachi coin, if we view this one, we can see it's currently at a $5 million market cap. Let me just refresh this here to take a look at details. We can see here Ignite ping at 5.3 million. It went up to 5.7. Of course, you still want to do your own due diligence, but this is giving you some nice insights just right in the platform. And of course, a lot of it is setting up your own features. Additionally, we have then wallet trackers. So this is where you can follow smart money. You can add specific wallets to follow, and you can see what they are buying and selling. Same with the monitor section here, so you can actually monitor accounts. We then have Truth and Discord. And of course, you can view your holdings. You can actually earn through Nova here. So you can refer people to the platform. And additionally, by trading, you earn some cash back as well, which is great. They also have some daily quests. So we can see here, you can earn Nova points. And then our weekly milestones for some more Nova points in that section. But it is a great platform. Again, they have always been building behind the scenes, adding more alerts and features. They recently added their customized P&L cards. You, of course, have your alerts to monitor any trades, wallet trackers, and any features you need, they have on the platform. Of course, security is very strong for them, and they're protected by Tangi's non-custodial wallet infrastructure. But check out Nova in the link down below in the description. Let me know what your recent hot pairs are. Have you found the next runner that has spawned? And maybe what are your settings for sniping new coins? But you have a watching the Crypto Joker, and I'll see you guys in another video.